First thing we're heading to.
Really? What's inside the donut? Is there something special inside?
Depends.
Depends on what you want.
Some of cream filling.
$18. Thank you.
Oh yeah, cookies are sweet. And cream as well.
Cool. Cool. Anything else for you guys?
That's it.
And can I grab a name for your order?
Julian.
There's the 6
We are selling all of our juices today for $7 in a glass bottle. They look like this. If you guys are interested. What? Ginger's my favorite. Is that for you, of course?
Can I try the purple one?
You got it. Is that for you?
Thank you.
I recognize it.
He loves to see Japanese rivers. Under a river and next thing you know,
Make a video of what they think vegans look like.
I just zoomed in too. I just zoomed in. Flex mo. Do it for the camera. Handsome. Hey guys. So far, we already have vegan donuts from Donut Friend, and now I'm trying to like ease my stomach with some kombucha. And we're still walking around trying to look at all of the little what do you call them? Tents and stuff. Look what it is.
Let's go. Look up some
Take your water. Take your water. Take your water. So now we're going to the really difficult part. It's looking at dogs that need to be adopted. I'm gonna be that crazy woman that has like 250 dogs on her farm somewhere in Montana in about 10 years if everything goes the way it's planned. But yeah, now we're gonna check out some dogs that need help.
Don't bet if I give all my love enough, it's gonna tear us apart.
This one? Oh, that's not trash. Okay. So this one is the liberally carrot. I like it, but I like the pineapple one the best. So let me just hold up the bottle. This one was my favorite. Perfect for the summer. They are Ralph's Mom, Albertson. We have located someone. Located Happy Healthy Vegan.
Have you really? Yeah. I know I should have started doing all the Bitcoin like when it first got going. Then again, you know, up and down. Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
Never went back, never looking back. Done it all, you know.
Again, my name is Robert Cheek. I've been vegan for 21 years and I've been running veganbodybuilding.com for the last 15 years or so. So thanks for having me, I appreciate it. And let's get right to it. David, why don't you start, man? Tell us your story.
All right, mic check 1 2. All right, it's working. All right, so my name is David Carter, also known as the 300-pound vegan. I'm not 300 right now. I'm retired, so I lost a couple of pounds. But the heaviest I played was 317 pounds, and I'll go back and tell you my story. I started out just, eating meat like anybody else, and it worked for me. It got me into the NFL and got me big and strong at 305 pounds. But midway into my career, I started suffering, well, not midway, during my career and all the way up to it, I was suffering from what I like to call old man diseases. I had high blood pressure, tendinitis, early onset arthritis. I'm suffering from a long list of old man illnesses and taking old man medications, right? So, and my wife had been vegan for 6 years, and she was always in my ear, was like, babe, you should try it, you should try it. I'm not really trying to cook this meat for you anymore, just, so, but, I was always like, nah, that's not for me, I'm not trying to lose weight, I'm not trying to be skinny. Where would I get my protein from? I had the same long list of silly questions that most meat eaters have. Sorry if there are any meat eaters in the room, but those are some silly questions. But, I watched, it was the day before Valentine's Day, and we were having a movie night, and I was drinking a milkshake, and she had a glass of wine, and, I was drinking a milkshake. I drank milkshakes every night to try to gain weight and build muscle around the joints. I was working real hard to help to combat the tendinitis. And while I was watching Forks Over Knives, I just learned that milk and dairy cause inflammation in the body. And if you break down tendinitis, tendon means joint, and itis is Latin for inflammation. So I realized after watching Forks Over Knives that I was causing my own old man illnesses by the food that I was eating. So at that point, while I was drinking, I looked at the milkshake and I just was like, man, forget this shit. And I threw the milkshake down the drain, emptied out the refrigerator. I did some research and found out what are the best ways to get
It was fun to watch on my channel because the first thing I tried with was lentils, and that was what I thought veganism was going to the store and getting lentils and beans. And I was like, there's nothing to eat. And then you slowly start learning, and it's cool because the people who had followed me for 4 or 5 years, not vegan at all, didn't even know what the thing was, they're watching me because they still like me, even though they're not interested yet. Then they started getting interested because they see the way that it's not really impacting me in a negative way. It doesn't really change anything up. It doesn't take any more time of mine. Still able to be that bro guy they watch. That
propaganda. I can't focus on being the best athlete right now because I'm too busy focused on this. I think this is the real competition, and athletes like everyone up here, I really admire you because I think you all feel the same way. You get out of. So, some of us may feel differently, and it's great that we have athletes like bodybuilders that can focus and rep, and show bodybuilders can be just as big, and if not healthier and leaner than most out there on a vegan diet. But at some stage, when you get into veganism and you're an athlete, you will find a mental switch where you're not as competitive as you were because of veganism. What veganism taught me the most was about recovery, and that is one of the keys. You can be an incredible athlete. You don't have to be the best and trying to win, but you can feel amazing in your body, and that's what I enjoy more, rather than winning competitions. I'm in tune with every little bit of inflammation, tendinitis. I used to have tendinitis all over my body, and I didn't realize. I was just getting on with life. Now I'm so much better, and I'm on a constant journey of healing and recovery, and I'm just grateful to be here and be on a panel with cool athletes like yourselves. Thank you.
Awesome, thanks, Tim.
All right, buddy. Are you ready? Another one?
Space in their side and their back.
This is real.
Oh yeah, two bars.
We're living in Long Beach now.
Yeah, because this is where I got arrested. We're sitting over there. That's right. This is a spot. This is a spot.
Dude, I love
I was doing a live video.
Yeah, they're Brussels.
I have a lot of people that don't maybe I'll post it. Obviously, when you're live.
Yeah, we got the they're like the convenience food. They're like when we can't do anything. Oh, the people are really nice.
Because I get a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Or not. And then I know you guys Oh. So pretty.
Want you to drink that?
Me, if I knew a little bit of some of the changes that you've been a part of. What changes have you been a part of?
Okay, so I am an animal activist for 4 to 5 years. My brother is 5. I am encouraging him to be an activist himself, and so I'm pushing him towards that line of action. Today we were at Children's March because today's National Children's Day. So I grew up. I started this activism when I went to NARD, National Animal Rights Day, and that's the moment where it sparked in me that I knew I had to do this. So ever since then, I've done SeaWorld protests. I've done social justice protests, and I've gone to Sacramento for Tillicum, right? I've gone to Sacramento for Tillicum, unfortunately.
How can people follow you and find out what you're up to?
I have Facebook and Instagram. It's Analili Liberto. I have to
Spell that.
ANALYLIBERTO. Analili Liberto.
Analili Liberto. You guys gotta follow her. He's gonna take a lot of
PETA at the time, and I asked Michelle Cho, I said, Michelle, is it wrong I said, are pillows that have feathers cruel? And she said, they are so unbelievably cruel, I cannot tell you. She said, they can grow more feathers so they can rip those feathers out. It's so absolutely cruel, it's unbelievable.
And you don't like to necessarily brag about what you do, but you risk your life. Tell us about it.
I think I do things different from people up here. I don't know. My journey started with dogs. A couple years ago, I started rescuing dogs, local cruelty cases. Me and my wife were standing over there. We started taking these dogs that people in LA did all kind of crazy things to, stapling their mouth closed, burning them with acid, things like that. And it became something that was so great in my life that it was just amazing to see the transformation of a living thing that been through something most people have never been through ever, and to see them trust again, to see them walk again, to see them love and kiss and hug, and it was awesome. I think through like time or social media really, I started learning about what they do in Asia to animals, specifically dogs. That they torture them, they burn them. And when I first saw the pictures and the videos, I thought it was fake. I was like, how on earth can any civilization do something that insane? And then I left to visit that place to see if it was true. And it's worse than people can think. And since then, I've kind of been stuck there, rescuing, trying to change the law. You know, I know this is VegFest, so it's important to talk about veganism. I was late in making the connection. My foundation, Animal Hope and Wellness, we've been around since 2011. And it took me so many years to realize that a dog is not that much more special than any other species on earth. I went to the slaughterhouse one day, and they had nail gunned this dog to the wall. And the imagery was so powerful that instantly I saw my own children. You know, I'm new to veganism, meaning maybe I think it was 2015 or 2016 Father's Day. And so I don't even know, what is that, a year? Oh, yeah, something like that.
You're here!
And now it's so important to me. Why? You know, I listened to Steve O's story about trying to change your life to the better. My rescue work hasn't been that way. It hasn't been this rewarding thing where it heals you. It's been the opposite. Seeing animals suffer and dying with them. Veganism is so important because those dogs I post on Instagram or Facebook, that's every single day, all day. Those dogs that I rescue them and skinned alive and boiled alive. Even now as I speak, that's the reality. In June, less than 2 months away, starts the Dog Meat Festival. A celebration in Asia where they torture these animals because they think it gives you special powers. That event is what started it all for me. And I'm going back. I'm going to rescue all I can. It's going to be fucking awesome. And it's going to be awesome not because we're doing something terrible, but because I got to do something. It's going to be awesome not because a lot of the dogs I rescue will die, but because some will survive. 2 days ago, I shared this picture on Instagram that somebody posted, and they said, last night I applied to adopt a dog from Animal Hope and Wellness. And she said it's this organization that is the reason why I became vegan. You know, what I do, people are so attracted to it because it's dogs, and most people have dogs. Most people don't have pigs or cows or sheep or lamb, but we have dogs. And so they see the suffering of something that's supposed to be man's best friend, and they cry and they weep, and it breaks their heart. And while it's sad, a pig dying is no different. And while it took me a long time to make the connection, that's what this is about. I'm not vegan for my health. I'm not vegan because it's convenient in my life. I'm vegan for only one reason. Because that choice alone rescues and saves the lives of hundreds of thousands of animals suffering. And that's why we're all here, because I want to digress to speak about Amy and the movement they represent.
Could I get one extra chicken? Chicken.